Hey guys, it's Brian again from Giant Monster Aftermath, and I'm here again with another video. Today I'm going to showcase off my Xbox controller collection, and that's going to span from the original Xbox, the 360, the Xbox One, and even the Series controllers. So let's go ahead and check them out. Thanks. Alright, kicking things off, we have the OG Xbox Duke controller. This thing's pretty massive, and as you can see, it's got the 2 trigger buttons in the back and 2 memory card slots, and it was also corded, and you can just see the configurations on this just look bizarre. And moving on to the S model, I believe that's what it was called. This is also an original Xbox, and as you can see, they brought the black and white buttons down and realigned the A, B, X, Y buttons, and also added the little bit of grip onto the analogs and shrunk that Xbox logo down. It also has the memory card slots and the triggers on it as well. But my favorite part about these old Xbox controllers are definitely the cables. They have the breakaway cables, and as I was growing up, I had siblings that would run across in front of you while you were playing video games, and if their foot got caught up on the cord, you'd end up yanking your console down, but those breakaway cords alleviated that. Up next, we have the original white 360 controller. As you can see, mine has a lot of wear and tear on the thumbsticks from many years of use. This is my original one I bought way back in the day, and I'm glad to still have it. And if you look at the center button there, you can see where it's like the matte silver instead of the chrome silver. And the worst part of the 360 is, of course, the battery packs. You couldn't just put batteries in there. You had to have the little battery packs, and once those popped out, you lost them. And here we have a original black Xbox 360 controller, and as you can see, the chrome color there in the center compared to the matte silver on the old one. It's got all the other standard buttons as the others. And in the back here, I do have a battery pack for this, but this is a rechargeable one. And this was another entire difficulty where you would have to plug these into a specific charger to charge them up. So it was a little aggravating when it came to keeping batteries supplied for your 360 controllers. A little bit of wear and tear on the thumbsticks there. I've used that one for many years as well. This is a blue Xbox 360 controller. It was included with the blue E model. It's like the slimmest 360 model there was. This one is in pretty decent condition. I got it a couple years ago and haven't used it as much as the others, and I just like the blue and the light ice blue color to it. I like that tone. And of course, I got the battery pack with this to keep it as complete as possible. That way I don't have to use any aftermarket battery packs for these. Next, we have the red Xbox 360 controller. I'm not sure what set this came with. Might have been a Resident Evil console. I'm not completely certain. But I think I found this at a thrift store, and it was in pretty decent condition. So all the buttons worked and everything. So I decided to go ahead and pick it up and add it, since I don't have that color yet. So pretty cool looking controller if you like the color red. Up next is the it's like the camo green or army green controller. This came with Halo 3 ODST. It was like a bundle that they did with it, and as you can see, I've kept this one in pretty decent condition, and I'm not sure if the black battery pack is standard with it or not, but that's what I have in mind. It's actually a rechargeable one that was Microsoft branded, so not sure if I bought that from somebody's collection or maybe found it in a thrift store. Up next, let's see, we have the original pink controller, and I believe Xbox did a line of like pink and blue, and they're a little bit harder to find in good condition. Luckily for me, I found this one in great condition. And as soon as I got it, I haven't even played with it. I just kind of stuck it on my shelf because it just looks so pristine. Original battery pack included as well, as you can see there. Next we have the Camouflage Controller. I think I found this probably at a thrift store or something. You see these all the time in my area. I live in southeast Kentucky, so I guess camouflage is kind of a popular attire here. So even with camouflage controllers, you know, they're also pretty common. And this also had the D-pad that switched back and forth as well, as I'm showing there. And same button layout, nothing different compared to any of the other 360 controllers, just the art and stuff on the front is a little bit different. Also normal battery pack or cartridge as well. Next we have the, I think this is called Dragon controller. It was like a Walmart exclusive if I'm not mistaken, and I found this at a yard sale for like $5, and as you can see here, just some really unique art, some eyes, looks like a set of lips and some flowing hair, and just a nice black and white controller that, and you can see the dragon here coming up on the bottom right. And this one isn't mint by no means. It's got some dings and some little spots beat up on it, but I'm really happy to have it and add it to the collection just because it looks so unique for a controller at that time. Here we have, I believe this one is called Radioactive. I think this is also a Walmart exclusive, don't quote me on that, but as you can see, it's got like that grid pattern, if you can see the detail in it there, and a nice red and black contrast around it like that. This one is in pretty decent condition. I also like how they have one red and one black thumbstick on there. I think it just kind of pops and looks nice. Back of it here, basic battery pack in it as well. Just like to showcase the battery packs. They're hard to keep up with. And here we have the silver chrome controller, and as you can see, it's super reflective. You can see myself down there in the image. And on these, they changed the thumbsticks on them for whatever reason. They don't have those little grips or tips or whatever you want to call them on there. They're just kind of smooth and done in the middle of the controller. So I'm not sure what the change was on that. I prefer the little tips on them personally. And standard battery pack in that as well, as you can see there. Alright, up next we have the blue chrome controller. Basically the same one. I believe they did a red chrome and a purple chrome as well, and I don't have either of those, so they're on my to find list. If I ever see them out in the wild, I'll grab a copy of them or pick it up. And same thing with the silver. It's got the same analog sticks, grips, and all that stuff, and same button configuration. Nothing different other than it's chrome and it's a nice shade of blue. Next we have the I think this is the Halo 3 edition controller, and as you can see, it's just got some awesome art on there, and mine's a little dusty. I haven't used it in a while. It's been displayed on a shelf for a few years, and it's just a really nice looking controller. You got Master Chief down here standing on a rock. It looks like he's a smoking gun, and then you have a Warthog fully loaded with just everybody blasting everywhere, and here in the center you've got the Halo encircling the Xbox center button there. And I was surprised to find I didn't have a battery pack for this one, so if I ever have any spares I'll have to stick them in there. And here's another Halo 3 controller. I think they did 3 of these controllers if I'm not mistaken. This one features the Brute, and as you can see, I'm trying to get a good view of that art there and this helmet coming up. And on the right it looks like there's some type of maybe a scorpion tank, I'm not sure, or not a scorpion tank, the Scarab, I believe that's what it is in that image. And as you can see, the art just looks really nice on these controllers, and it really sticks out. Really enjoy these. And go to the back here, and of course we got a nice battery pack that has the original sticker on it still. So this controller is in really good condition. Next we have the Halo Reach Silver controller. And as you can see, they kind of went with like a schematics, I guess, kind of setup where it just kind of looks very sleek and stylish. You can see the Halo Reach there, and the some like a barcode and all that information. So just a very simple art style on this. I really enjoy it. This one I think I had picked up maybe at a yard sale as well, and as you can see, a lot of my controllers have this wear on the bottom from where people had just set them down and shoved them across tables or you know, chairs or whatnot. So that's very common to see in used controllers. And here we have the Fable 3 controller, and this is actually a recent pickup. This was at my local GameStop for like 20 bucks, and I was like, well, it's, you know, it's in good condition, and you never see these out in the wild anymore. So for whatever reason, they dug in the back storage and pulled this out, and I went ahead and picked it up. And as you can see, the art on it just looks amazing. I love that gold and dark colored contrast. It just looks really, really nice. And being from Fable 3, of course, it's one of my favorite games, so it's an instant add to the collection for me. I really enjoy that. So Fable 3, and it's just awesome to have to the collection. Alright, up next we have, it's the Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 controller. And as you can see, it's got like some it looks like the art is trying to go for like a rough graded texture to it. There's no texturation on this controller, it's just all matte or glossy on there. And you can just see they did a really good job with the lines and the details and the little specks that they're going for the damaged look on it. And this also has the sticks where it don't have the little rubber tips in there. Like I said, I don't really prefer those type of analog sticks, so I'm kind of glad they moved away from those. And just a standard back, nothing special on the back of this controller, it's just plain black. Up next we have, let's see, it's the, I think this is Halo 4 controller. It's the UNSC portion of it with the UNSC insignia there. And it's partially like transparent where you can see the inside of the circuit board and everything, and even the little rumble buttons in there. And I'm just showcasing it here, and as you can see, it has Halo 4 written on the bottom there. I think there is another Halo 4 controller. I'm not entirely sure. I'm pretty sure there is one more for the Sentinel or something like that I've not seen ever. So maybe one day I'll maybe look on eBay to pick that one up. It's probably going to be a rare find for that one. And also, as you can see, the transparency continues to the back of the controller. I really enjoy that detail of it. Really nice looking controller in my opinion. Alright, up next, this is the Gears of War 3 controller. And back when Gears of War 3 came out, they released a 360 console that actually included 2 of these controllers. And I thought it was an awesome, you know, move for Microsoft to make, just because multiplayer was so popular with Gears of War, and it was such an awesome controller, especially get 2 of these limited edition looking ones. So as you can see, mine has a little bit of wear on it. This is from the original console that I had purchased back in the day, so it's got a lot of love from me and my siblings. And just going around it here, you can see the red continues on to the back, and just that red, dark red and black really mesh really well, and I think it looks great. So I think this is a great controller overall, especially for a Gears of War fan, in my opinion. Alright, up next we have our first Xbox One controller, and this is the Day 1 condition, or Day 1 edition, sorry. It says Day 1 2013, and this came out with the core console that came out at that time. And as you can see, mine's covered in dust. It was literally played whenever I first got the Xbox One, and then once I upgraded to a different controller, I immediately put this on a shelf, and that's where it's been for the remaining years. So it's got a lot of love on it. And here's the best part about the controller situation: they finally changed the battery ports to where even if you lost the back piece of it, you can still put in batteries and be able to play. And that's exactly what the Xbox controllers needed. Those 360 battery packs were just awful in my opinion. Maybe you guys didn't lose them as much as I did, but I don't know. I found it frustrating. Alright, here we have the Gears of War controller. I believe this was for Gears of War 4, and it came with the Xbox One S system. And I'm just going to get close up here because they actually took the time and detail this thing to where it looks beautifully. I mean, it's got the indentions, the scrapes and scratches built in or cut into the controller itself. And if you look at the X, Y, A, B buttons, you can see that they have just like changed it in there. It just looks like some crazy font. It's just so great looking. I really love this controller. I use it a lot. And as you can see, it even continues on to the back here, the scrape marks and all the detail there. And on the D-pad here, I don't know if you can actually see it, it actually has like a thumbprint on there as well. I really like that about it. And it also has the insignia here on the back of the battery port, just to show that it's part, you know, part of the controller. That way if you ever lost it or something, that would be a piece to make sure that it would be completed or whatnot. Just really enjoy this Gears of War controller. And this one is the Titanfall 2 controller, or maybe Titanfall 1. I'm not entirely sure. I just know it is Titanfall based on the middle piece there, and it's got some numbers along the side here. And I think the art style they were going for with this was kind of like a HUD display. It just looks all you know, crazy looking with all the numeration and everything. And I had found this at a I think it was like a thrift store or something like that. It was really cheap. It was like $10 or something. And at the time, I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is Titanfall. Wasn't 100% sure, but it was a controller that I hadn't seen or hadn't had, so I definitely picked it up. And the black, it has the white continues around on the arms, and then there's the back, or the black back there. Really nice controller overall. Really happy to have it in my collection. And here we have a Minecraft pick controller, and I found this at a flea market, and I just thought it was so awesome, and it looked brand new. It even feels, you know, brand new, like nobody's ever used it. It's got the pixelized pig face there on the front, and it's got the pink and, like, I guess the what color would you call it, like a dark brown, or like a brown dark pink color. And it just, I think the colors mesh really well. And on the battery pack, you got the little pixelated pigtail, which I thought was a great little addition to it. It just kind of sets it off. And as I'll open it up here, you can see it has a little carrot, as if the pig had just ate the carrot. So I just love the execution of this controller. I thought it was pretty funny, really cool controller to have. So it's just really cool. I'm glad I found this. It's a instant pickup for me. Maybe one day I'll find the creeper one as well. And here I'm just showing off. It's an Afterglow controller. It's a corded controller, and it's transparent. And my mom had actually picked this up for me for Christmas. She knew that I really enjoyed collecting controllers, so she went out of the way to pick this one up for me. It's got little knobs and stuff on the back to where you can change the colors. It's like an RGB color scheme, so you can do all kinds of variations. So it's really cool to play with and check out, especially if you're in the dark. Moving on to another Xbox One controller. This is the Phantom Magenta. This one is still new in the box. I just picked it up when it released and hadn't really opened it or used it yet. So a couple of the remaining ones I'm showing you will be still in box, just because I never got a chance to open them up and try them yet. So it's still sealed there, and it's just a nice pink that fades from like a transparent color down to like a opaque pink. So kind of enjoy that. And this is the Phantom Black one. It's very similar to the one I just showed you. This one starts out as like a ghostly transparent color and moves down to like a whitish gray silver. So really love the color scheme on this controller, especially that silver D-pad. I think it pops a lot. This one, of course, is still new in the box, so seal hasn't been broken yet, and haven't really tried it out or anything. So, but actually for this one, I think, yeah, the seal was broken. I apologize. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out here and show you. And as you can see here, just really great color. I just love that dark to light color. It really pops, in my opinion. And just everything about it, I really enjoy this controller, and that silver that comes around the back. no batteries in it, so not sure if I open it up just to take a look at it or not, but I'm pretty sure I haven't used it yet. Some of these have been on my shelf for so long, it's almost like I forget. Alright, this was another weird pickup. I found this at a it's like a Star Wars wired controller. It's a PowerA edition. I don't really buy these PowerA controllers, and I definitely don't prefer the wired ones. So, but for this one, I found it at it's like a bin store in my local area where it's like Amazon returns. So it was like $5, and I was like, you know, $5, Xbox One, Star Wars controller. I went ahead and grabbed it too. You know, it's I'll probably never use it, but I thought it kind of looked cool, but I didn't really want to leave it behind for $5. It's a cool looking C3PO controller, so might as well add it to the collection. Alright, here we have, moving on to the series controllers. This is the Shock Blue, and it's just really nice blue with the black buttons, and I've used this for a few times, but I've recently moved on to a different controller. As you can see, or as you might have known, I go through controllers pretty frequently, and the new D-pad on these are amazing, where they have the little indentions there, and then the joysticks, how they have the rubberized grip all around it, just makes gaming so much better. I like the white here that pops on the back. It's almost like a University of Kentucky controller or something, with the blue and white colors on that, so it makes it look really nice. Nice white battery pack, and just overall an awesome looking controller. So I like these poppy blue or poppy color, or big colors that just pop, so I really enjoyed that. Alright, up next we have the Electric Bolt, and as you can see, this one pops as well. It's like a neon yellow or green color, and it's just so awesome looking. And it follows the same as the blue one, and has the white back with the black buttons. Here we have the 20th anniversary controller. This was on sale on Black Friday for $50. I haven't opened it yet, but this thing looks awesome. It's like a transparent black with a play on the old school X logo on the center button there, if you can see it. And it's got this one has the neon green or Xbox green actual rubber grips on the back of the controller. So I'm pretty certain I'm going to open this up one day soon and give it a try, because it just looks so awesome, and no better way to celebrate 20 years of Xbox. Alright, this one is a Forza Horizon 5 controller, and as soon as this was announced, I knew I had to get it. The colors on it are just ridiculous. I just love everything about it. It's got the transparent yellow, the dusting spray of purple and or pink and blue, and it's just an awesome looking controller. And then the contrast with the white on the D-pad and the back of it. And I think this one also has the black rubberized grips as well on it, so I'm definitely looking forward to trying a grip controller, because I'm still playing with one that doesn't have the grips yet. Alright, this one was an Aqua Shift. I think that's what, yeah, Aqua Shift. And this one is just like a nice glittery blue, and I'm a sucker. Blue's my favorite color, so as soon as I saw this announced, I also had to get it, so go figure. And as you can see there, it's just kind of got like that wavy blue and shimmering from dark to light. It just looks so awesome, so I'm really glad I picked this up. And this one's still sealed. I might open it up one day, we'll see. Alright, starting next is the Space Jam controller sets that I had purchased. This one, I forget what this one's called. It's like Internal Verse or something like that. These were just out of nowhere, just dropped, and they were pretty much sold out immediately, so I'm happy to get my hands on these. And as you can see, it's kind of got like a circuit board in a really bright blue, really nice looking, and the seal is still sealed on that one, so I don't know if I'll ever open it up. Maybe one day, maybe if I'm desperate for a new controller. But there's the Toon Squad one for the Space Jam, and as you can see, it's got that nice light blue with the Toon Squad logo in the center. And I like those orange thumbsticks and a D-pad. I think that looks really nice on that light blue background. And as you can see, the battery packs on them actually say that it's Toon Squad Space Jam thing too, and I'm just showing that it's sealed there as well. So I don't know if I'll open that one either. This is the Goon Squad version of that, and I think this one is my personal favorite. I guess I'm a sucker for like purple and black, or dark colors of black. It just really nice how it looks. It's got the purple D-pad and sticks along with the black back, and also says the Space Jam and stuff logo on the battery pack itself. So really cool pickup, happy to have them. And here we come to my currently used controllers. This is a basic Xbox One controller that my son uses upstairs. It's pretty beat up. This is the one that came with another console I purchased. So this one isn't on display. It's one that he regularly uses, and I think the stick is drifting now because he's only 3 and he likes to use it inappropriately, like dropping it and everything. And here we have a custom controller that my wife got me for Christmas. And as you can see, it's she picked some of my favorite colors like blue and gray and that nice white color. And she also got it engraved with my Gamertag, if you can see it there. It's just very special controller to me. I'm so happy to have it. Just a really important part of the collection. And of course, you got to keep the rechargeable batteries in hand. So really happy to have this controller. It just makes me happy to have it and be able to customize it. Alright, and that completes my Xbox controller collection video. Let me know what you guys think about the controllers in my collection. Obviously are missing quite a few that I'd love to get my hands on. There was a Sea of Thieves one that looks very, very nice that maybe one day I'll try to get. Maybe, I don't know if I can get it cheaply or not, but I'd really like to add it to the collection. And there's also a red Tomb Raider controller for the 360 that I think looks very nice that I would love to add to the collection. So maybe one day I'll get my hands on one of those. I don't know why I'm obsessed with collecting controllers. I think it probably stems from me being the oldest sibling or oldest child of 6 children. So I guess, back in the day we always had to fight over who got the good controller, since we barely could afford to have 2 as it was. If you enjoyed this video, just let me know. And what do you guys collect? Thanks for watching. Take care.